Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy AP. I am back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the blockbuster trade of LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves for Naz Reid. Full details are LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Timberwolves, and the Hornets receive Naz Reid, a 2033 first-round pick, three first-round pick swaps in 2028, 2029, 2030, and three second-round picks in 2029, 2032, and 2033. Whoa, okay. So it is a lot, okay? And I'm going to give my opinion on the Timberwolves side right now, and I'll make another video and give my opinion on the Hornets side, okay? Because I kind of want to split it up because I feel like I can say a lot, and I'm going to kind of give you who I think they should sign in replacement for people and whatever. So to get started on the Timberwolves side, I love the trade, right? They need to do something for the point guard. Mike Conley's only getting older, and they didn't really have any point guard on the roster that was useful, right? And Ant needed that 1-2 punch, right? He had Julius Randle and Jaden McDaniels is getting up there. Jaden McDaniels, not Jaden Daniels. Jaden McDaniels is getting up there, like in the sense of like the offensive punch that they need. But LaMelo Ball is like I think I saw an article. They said the perfect like high risk, high reward trade, and I can't disagree more. Misspoke. I can't agree more with that because the high risk is obviously injury prone. And they're both zero PR trading. And I'm assuming there's a lot deeper dives that go into these trades rather than the GM just like, oh yeah, he fits perfect. Like personality wise, how they get along, have they gotten along? Like that stuff does go into. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball will get along well. They're from the same draft class, so I'm sure they've kept in touch over the years. And I just think that this trade is going to benefit not only LaMelo Ball because now he's playing winning, like he's on a winning contender team, right? If that makes sense. I don't know if that was English. And now Anthony Edwards gets his like 1-2 punch, right? Some guy that he can rely on offense on a nightly basis. Now, yes, LaMelo Ball is inconsistent sometimes, stuff like that, but his playmaking is there, his size is there, his rebounding is there, so that will go great alongside Anthony Edwards. Because Anthony's the number one guy. There's no doubt about it that Ant-Man is the number one guy on that team. But like having LaMelo Ball be your number two is a very good sign, like for the future. They're both only 25. Can we please reiterate that? They're both only 25 years old. That means like they have a decade of like good basketball left in them, barring injuries, right? So with that being said, I'm just gonna give you two guys I think they should go after in free agency. And then I'll kind of just keep talking about whatever I think. One guy is kind of out of their price range because I don't think he'll take the mid-level exception. I think he'll want a little bit more than that. I don't even know if I'm using the right words. I did some research. I think that's what I heard, that he's going to be demanding more than the mid-level exception. But if he wants to win, it's not a bad place for him to go. John Collins from the Clippers. He also very well, I haven't seen any reports. Like I said, I didn't look too much into it. I'm just going off of, I know how these guys, like how he plays and stuff like that, and how he would fit on this team. He is a very athletic four. Has gotten a little bit better at shooting the three, I believe. He is shooting. Okay, well that didn't do me justice. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. Now he only took three pointers a game this year, but he shot 40%. Okay, so you bump that up to 5-6 attempts a game. Maybe he's a 37% shooter. Obviously, I can't tell you that, but I'm just going off what I think. So that's also very good that he can still knock down open three. And he's a good rebounder, decent rebounder for his size. I shouldn't say great. He's a decent rebounder for his size. And he's that lob threat that they need, right? And he can get, depends on who's guarding him too. He can get a bucket. It's not like he's like useless out there. It's not like he's another Rudy Gobert who can just shoot. I know Rudy cannot shoot. I just meant like he's not another player that just has one specific thing that he does, right? He's a little bit more versatile than people give him credit for. But he's kind of, I don't want to say dream candidate, like free agent target, because I'm sure there's more out there that might fit what they want more. And maybe they're fine with playing Jaden McDaniels at the four. Maybe they're looking for a three in free agency. I don't know. I'm just kind of going off of, since they just got rid of Julius Randle and Naz Reid, I'm just trying to think of a power forward to fill in that spot. Because Jaden McDaniels at the three is dangerous. So that's why I think they should keep him there. But John Collins is a good one. Now, a cheap one, and it would only have to be they would only have to sign him for like a year or two, kind of give that nice scoring punch. And he's not, I wouldn't call him a cone on defense, but he's not a great defender. But with guys like Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert, he can kind of be masked. And he's a little tough, and he's a veteran too. Tobias Harris, he is a free agent coming from the Pistons. Once again, haven't looked into it. It could be known that he's already wants to sign. By the time you watch this video, he could already be signed with the team. He could, he could already have said that he intends to fully sign back with the Detroit Pistons. So if that's being said, sorry, I didn't see that. But it'd be a nice scoring punch. He's 6'8", 226. He's a strong guy. And I think it'd be a nice addition to, even if they can't find their guy at the 4 for the next few years, like for foreseeable future, I should say. I just like him because he showed a lot of signs this year of consistency for them on offense when Cade wasn't there, or Cade couldn't produce or whatever like that. So that's why I just think it'd be a nice like third, fourth option scoring wise for them. So that's kind of why I picked him. And he'd be on the cheaper deal. He probably, I don't know if he'd do vet minimum, but he'd do cheaper than the mid-level exception, I think. Don't know for sure, but I think. Also, not to go off the rails too much, but I was just thinking about it. I don't know if you saw, but I got something in my head when I was talking about Tobias Harris. Is it dumb to kind of try to just trade Rudy Gobert too? Is it dumb? I get it, right? He's a lob threat, a shot blocker, and a rebounder, right? You can't ask for more, right, from a center, right? But I just think that there's like his value is going to go down from here, right? Like after this, like he had a great series against the Nuggets against Jokic and stuff. Like I feel like his value's at all. I don't want to say at an all-time high because it was probably higher than this in some time in his career than it is right now. But like from here on out, going on to seasons, this is probably his highest value he's going to have until he retires. So that's why I'm thinking, do they just kind of not sell, but trade and try to get maybe like I don't even know who would make sense for them, because he does do exactly what they need, right? Like especially with guys like LaMelo and Ant now, it's like he doesn't get in the way. Well, he probably does sometimes because he's fucking stupid. Sorry, Rudy. I'm not. I hate watching play basketball. You're a great defender, and I give you props when it's due. I just don't like watching play basketball. But it was cool seeing you lock up Jokic in the playoffs. Anyways, but he does exactly like he doesn't demand the ball. He doesn't do none of this. He knows his job is to block shots, catch lobs, and get rebounds. So if they're willing to pay him what he's been paid, then I guess keep it and then just try what I said and just try someone at the free agency, or maybe they'll make another trade. We still have a long summer left, okay? Still have a long summer, so who knows what could happen. Whew. So now my full honest review, like I'll give it a grade, I guess. I get it's a very high, like people are saying it's a high risk because LaMelo's injury history and da 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 da. I got to give it an A. I just got to. And I give it an A because I think they're going to be instantly contenders. Like I think they're going to be a top 4 seed in the Western Conference easily this year. Now that's before anything else happens. Maybe something else crazy happens that like, okay, well that team's clearly better than them now. But from right now, I got them as a top 4 seed in the West. Just a duo of Ant and LaMelo just seems scary, especially if they figure out how to click like that well, like and especially if they already have chemistry we don't know about, like personal chemistry, like they're cool, we don't know nothing, like that goes a long way. Like people really don't think that. People don't think that like, well, I guess I shouldn't say people, but like casual fans, like when they're seeing people play basketball, like, oh, just play. No. Like having a personal connection with someone, like you guys are friends outside of basketball, makes playing basketball with them so much easier, right? Now, there's going to be some guy in the comments probably like, oh, that's not true. My best friend and me suck at playing basketball together. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. These guys are professional basketball players, and they're not going to the YMCA to play ball, and they're not trying to get every bucket. LaMelo is a very good playmaker, and he also understands too that like Ant is the guy. Now that's not gonna. I'm not gonna sit here and say Ant's gonna outscore LaMelo every single night. There's gonna be a game or two. There's gonna be multiple games too where LaMelo has 25, 30, and Ant has a quiet 23 or something. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, if they do have a personal connection, that kind of jump starts this whole chemistry thing already, which is great for them. They're from the same draft class though, so they gotta have some sort of connection. I'm not saying they fucking are best friends, but they gotta have some sort of connection with each other, which would be go a long way to this crazy of a run that they could go on in the next 10 years. But I gave it an A. I think the last trade I gave an A plus was the Tobias Harris. I'm looking at him right now. Sorry, is a Luka trade, just because they got Luka. No disrespect to AD, but like that's kind of where I'm at. Kind of crazy if you ask me. But I gave it an A. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you agree with this or don't agree with this, I'll make a video of how I think the Hornets made out in this too. But I definitely think the Timberwolves, well, the whole trade was an A, I think. The Timberwolves made out in an A also. Maybe it'll be different for the Hornets. Not sure. But make sure you guys leave a like and comment down below if you haven't, because I need to know what grade you guys think this was. Make sure you sub if you haven't, because we're road to 1K. Halfway there, I think. A little over half. And leave a like too. I think I already said that, but please do that. It's been your boy AP. I'm out. Deuces.